Hey, hi. I'm Praveen, Chief Technology Officer at Dyashin Technosoft. So nowadays, mobile apps are becoming more and more popular. So in this dynamic world, any you won't see any application without its corresponding mobile application. So on an average, there is a study which suggests that almost all around 90% of the web application have their own corresponding mobile application. Reason being is that there is there are around 3.8 billion smart users across the worldwide. So that is the kind of a mobile network what we have today. So if I wind the clock back to around 2 decades or 3 decades before, it was more of a desktop driven or a laptop driven market, but nowadays the trend has changed to a mobile driven world. So because of that, there is an increasing demand in terms of mobile app development. So we as a Dyashin, we always adopt the mobile first approach whenever user approaches to Dyashin to develop any application. Now the question is, what is this mobile first approach? So the mobile first approach is something like when we're designing the system, we always keep mobile application in the mind, and then corresponding screens will be designed at the web application side. Remember, mobile application and web application, they must need to coexist. You can't have only a mobile application, but you can have only a web application, but mobile application should be having its own corresponding web application. So mobile first approach, as I mentioned, like at Dyashin, we always design the application, especially the UI part of it, keeping the mobile in mind. So we also keep certain parameters in mind. The first one is the user expectation. So consumer expects seamless and responsive experiences across all devices. Remember that nowadays users keeps various devices with them. So it might be smartphone, it might be a tablet, or it might be a laptop. Even with these devices have their own various screen sizes. So the user experience should remain as is when they start using these applications across these devices. A mobile first approach ensures that users can access and navigate a website or an app effortlessly regardless of the device they are using. Right. So another important thing which we should consider is the global accessibility. Remember that as I mentioned a few minutes before, mobile devices are everywhere. Okay. So but however, desktop or laptops may not be there everywhere, but mobile devices are everywhere. So even in the regions where access to the desktops are kind of limited, a mobile first approach enables the business to reach a broader audience, including the users in emerging market. So these are the parameters why we always prefer the mobile first approach. And one last thing which I would like to add here is that most of the mobile apps what we build at Dyashin, we always use the hybrid technology. Reason being that these hybrid technologies helps us develop the application which runs independent of the underlying operating system. Meaning that you can deploy this application in iOS or an Android or any other mobile operating system. So with this, what happens is that there will be reduced cost because you need not to have a developer developing an application for an Android or a developer developing an application for an iOS, so on and so forth. Not only that, even the testing time would reduce as a lot because in the 10-15 years before, there was a native app development, like app developed for an Android need to be tested for the Android device, app developed for an iOS need to be tested for an iOS device. But now with the hybrid, we can reduce the development time as well as for the testing time as well. So which reduced the time, which definitely reduces the cost of that development. So we at Dyashin, we always try to develop the applications, mobile applications precisely using hybrid technology until unless it's really needed to go for a native approach. So please join us. Let's grow together. Thank you.